Hey there, welcome to the video. Now, what if I told you that a simple expense tracker logbook, something that takes just a couple of hours to create, could be making you an extra $1,000 per month in passive income? No ads, no marketing, no complicated design skills, just a basic book that people are already searching for and buying every single day on Amazon. In fact, I'm going to be showing you a seller who's currently making $1,398 per month from just one book. And there are countless examples of self-publishers making extra income to a full-time income on Amazon selling these low content books. Now, before you think that sounds too easy, let me tell you, this is the real power of Amazon KDP. People need these books. They use them for budgeting, tracking expenses, and managing their money. And sellers who understand how to tap into these high-demand, low-competition niches are quietly making thousands every single month. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. So if this sounds like you, feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. Now, before we dive in, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt completely lost when it comes to creating your first KDP book? Maybe you're not sure where to start, or you've been putting it off because it feels overwhelming. Well, I've been there and I've done that, and that's why I've created my KDP Royalty Roadmap. It's my free step-by-step guide that walks you through publishing your very first book, even if you've never done anything like this before. It's practical, beginner-friendly, and focused on getting you results. So if that sounds like something that you need, I'll leave the link down below. Now, Amazon KDP is one of the best ways to make passive income online. Why? Because you have no inventory, you have no shipping, and you have no upfront investment. Amazon handles everything, the printing, the shipping, and even the customer service. Your job is only to create the book and upload it. And the best part, anyone can do this. You don't need to be a designer or a writer or even an expert in publishing. All you need is a laptop, Wi-Fi, and the right strategy. So in today's video, I'm going to break down this profitable low content book niche and why it has so much potential, examples of successful books doing it right, and how to create your very own expense tracker logbook with ease. And by the end of this video, you'll have everything that you need to start making money with Amazon KDP. Now, if we go to Amazon and make a search for expense tracker logbook, we're going to see this is an actual search term from Amazon because it shows up right here in the suggested portion. So if we take a look at this niche, I'm using this plugin called Titan's Quick View. This is a free KDP research tool that you can download from the Chrome Web Store and basically gives you a lot of good information. So number one, it's going to give you total results. This is the exact total results. As you can see, 1,748 compared to Amazon, which only says over 1,000. It's more of a generic number. So it's always good to have that exact number, the exact match, which means how many books are ranking for this exact keyword in their title. So we see 1 out of 48. We see 17 independently published books. Now, when I'm looking at the potential profitability of a niche, I'm really looking for 3 specific things. Number one has to do with the competition. So there's no point putting a book up on Amazon in an overly competitive niche because it's just going to be way too hard to get your book ranked on the first or second page of Amazon. So no one's going to be able to see it and no one's going to be able to buy it. So I'm looking for search results that have about 1,000 or less, because this is going to tell me that my book is going to have a little bit of a better chance at getting ranked on that first page without having to use things like Amazon KDP ads. Number two has to do with demand. So there's no point putting a book up on Amazon if there's no demand for it, people aren't looking for it, and people aren't buying it. So in order to judge demand, I'm looking for at least 3 books, KDP books, that all have a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or less, which basically means that these books are selling consistently at about 1 book per day, which means that there's some type of demand here. And number 3, I'm looking for a niche score from Titan's Quick View that basically validates the first 2 steps, and that score is at least 50. Now, some more information from this niche. We see the average bestsellers rank at 103,000, which is quite low. So that's good to see. The average reviews, 548, and the average price for this book, $8.60. Now, when it comes to those 3 steps, the first one is going to be total results. So we see 1,748. And if we go to the step 2, that's going to be 3 or more KDP books ranking at 300,000 BSR. I typically skip all of the sponsored products here. So we go to the first one, which is a KDP book. That's going to be this one because that says independently published, which means it is in fact a KDP book. And we see a bestsellers rank of 57,000. So that is one book doing well. The next one right next to it, independently published with a BSR of 11,000. So that's already two books. Notice these ones are not KDP books. These are from bigger brands. So we just keep moving on. I typically skip the customers frequently viewed because this is not organic rankings to me. I want right here where it says more results. So these ones right here are sponsored products. We keep moving on, more bigger brands. And then we finally come on to this area right here, income and expense. This one is not a KDP book, even though it looks like it, but the one next to it is at 183,000 BSR. So that's already three books that satisfy that requirement. And I missed one right here. This one independently published at 109,000. So we see four books and we have even more. This one's 254,000. If we keep going down, we see this one's at 100,000. This one's at 3,000. This one is 110,000. So we see a lot of books doing well. And then this one right here is at 339. And if we keep going down, we see some more books that are selling well. This one, 122,000, all the way to the end of the page here. So we know there's a lot of demand for this book. We know the competition is not too competitive, and we see a niche score of 79, well above that 50 that I'm looking for. However, if you do want to find a little bit less of a competitive niche, what you would do at this point is you would do something called niching down or finding a sub niche, which basically means finding something a little bit more specific within this category of expense tracker logbook. And what do I mean by that? Well, I mean, if you click on this search bar right here, it's going to come up with all of these suggestions. So it's going to come up with expense tracker logbook small, or expense tracker logbook monthly, or expense tracker logbook large, or expense tracker logbook for business. These are the ones that we can look at to see. Now we see this one right here, the business expenses tracker logbook. This one has lower results at 1,451. However, it has a higher niche score at 93 and an even lower bestsellers rank at 27,000 and even a higher average price point. So if we go down here, all we'd have to do is look for three books that rank at 300,000 or below. So we have this one, 12,000, 123,000, and then one more right here at 46,000. So we know that this niche has demand, it has lower competition, and a very high niche score. So this is going to be a sub niche within the expense tracker logbook that you could take a look at. Now, if we take a look at this book, this is the Bill Tracker Notebook, Monthly Bill Payment Checklist, Expense and Bill Tracker. We can see first off, #1 bestsellers badge, which is a really great thing to see on any one of your books. A 4.5 out of 5 rating, mostly 5-star at 67%. Price is very, very low at $4.87. And if we plug that into this Amazon KDP royalty calculator, we can see that the standard royalty is only 75 cents. And so this book is very, very low profit margin, very low royalties. We see the bulk of this go towards printing costs as well as the Amazon fee, leaving only 75 cents of that $4.87. However, it is attributing to that great bestsellers rank of 3,219 and that #1 bestsellers badge. Now we can see what's included in this logbook: bill payments checklist, bills to be paid, bill payment, due date, paid date, amount due, amount paid, unpaid balance, and notes. Now this is a great thing to see for other KDP self-publishers because it allows us to go ahead and know what's in the book without actually having to see it. Now, if we scroll down and try to look at the A+ content, because there is no sample available, we can see this is the interior itself. This is the bill payment tracker, very simple, bunch of boxes, very basic type of interior. Now, if we go ahead and take this bestsellers rank and plug it into this KDP book sales calculator, we can see that comes out to about $46 per day in estimated royalties and about $1,398 per month in estimated royalties. Now, if we take a look at another book, this one has a very low BSR as well. We see that this book is actually only one page. So the book includes the month, the year, the date, the description, payment type, and the amount. 105 pages, only 6x9 in size, and priced at $3.83. However, if we look at the interior, we can see that it's even more basic, but it just goes to show you that even a basic interior, basically one page replicated, duplicated throughout the book, can still rank quite low and still be quite successful. Now, to create this expense tracker logbook is actually very easy. All you have to do is go to Creative Fabrica, make a search for expense tracker logbook, and then filter it by KDP interiors and take a look at all of these that come up. All you have to do is look for one that you like. For example, this one right here, and then take a glance at this preview. And if it's something that you want to use, you can check here. This comes with 100 pages, 110 pages, or the 120 page version, 8.5 by 11 inches. They also have 6x9. You just have to take a look. The quality is already print quality at 300 dpi, no bleed, KDP tested, and also comes with the transparent background PNG, as well as the high resolution JPG files and the editable original file, the EPS. So all you have to do is download this, open up Canva. You can use the free one if you want, and put as a custom size 8.5 by 11 inches. Create a new design. Now, once you have this, you want to take that expense tracker logbook. You want to look for that PNG file and you want to plop that onto here, the first page. That is the book belongs to page. And then you want to also add the second one right here. Now, X out of this. Now, what you want to do is you want to add your page right there, add another page, and you want to grab the expense tracker interior, put it on the third page here. And the reason for that is because the second page is going to act like the back page for this book belongs to page. Now, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and drag it out corner to corner, just like this. And then what you want to do is you just want to go ahead and use this as a guide. So what you can do is you can put the transparency down and then create your own page. So go ahead to text, add a heading, and type in this book belongs to, and you can basically match it if you want. And you can also make changes if you want, but just to show you what you can do, just put it right there. Now go to elements, grab your shape right here, put that onto the page. Now go ahead and just line it up as best as you can. Center that. I'm going to put it down here so I can see what I'm working with. And then we can play around with this. Go to the color right here. You can remove the color, but you can add a border weight just like how that picture has. So let's go ahead and use 10. And then you can also change the corner rounding, and let's do 15. And then within this, we need name, contact, address. So go ahead and add text, add a subheading. Let's put name up here. Go ahead and duplicate this. This one is going to be contact, duplicate this, and this one's going to be address. What I'm going to do is I want these semicolons in these. So you can always tweak this however you want. You don't have to copy it verbatim. It's always good to add originality with every one of your designs, but I'm just showing you how easy it is that you could do this without actually having to copy this interior. Now we need lines, so go back to elements, and I don't want a dashed line. I just want a solid line. So that's what I'm going to use, and I'm going to drag it out right there. Go ahead and duplicate it, put this one here, and then just shorten it so it matches, duplicate that so it matches right here, boom. And then I'm gonna go ahead and group it. Now we can go ahead and delete this back page right here. We can go ahead and move this up here. And then this is the back side for this page. Now for this expense tracker, do the same thing. Go ahead and enlarge the image corner to corner. And then what you can do is you can lock this so it doesn't move. But before you lock it, you want to go ahead and put down the transparency, maybe to about 15, and then lock it. Now we can start building on top of this. So same thing, I'm just going to get the font up here. We're going to go ahead and duplicate it, move this one right here, and we're going to type it like this. Instead of how they have it, I just want expense tracker like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a line right here. Put it in the center. Go ahead and put a box up here. I'm gonna put the corner rounding down, and we're just gonna go ahead and match it how we see it here. Then what we can do, we can get our fonts, we can get our text, add a text here. So we gotta get number. So this one's gonna be a pound. Instead of that, we're gonna use that. So now that I have this done, we're just gonna put it up here where it belongs. And then we're gonna create lines. So go to elements, look for the line right here. We're gonna go ahead and just put the lines right where it belongs, right here. Go ahead and make sure that you chop off all of these to make it even. And then now that we have this, all we need to do is this total cost area right here. So go ahead and add a shape, color it black, take out the corner rounding. We're just gonna match this square right here. And then there you go. We've just completed this interior. Go ahead and take out the back one, and there you go. So this is your own interior. All you have to do is duplicate it. So what you want to do is you want to add a page. This is going to act as the backside for this page, or if you didn't want to, you don't have to. But depending on how you want to build the book, for example, you can just go ahead and duplicate this all you want and keep duplicating it until you have about 100 pages. And then once you have that all done, all you have to do is go to click share, download this as a PDF print. You want to download all pages and then download as an RGB if you have the free Canva. If you have the paid Canva Pro, you want to choose CMYK. This is the best option. And then just hit download. Now, if you're serious about creating low and medium content books on Amazon KDP, don't forget to check out my KDP royalty roadmap, which is going to help you do exactly that. The link is down below. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, as well as follow me on my socials at JeffSetLife. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.